Now, I don't know what any of you were talking about. I am your venerable elder. I completely did not forget that we have new memories jostled around in my brain bean, ready to go ahead and look into. Not at all, not at all. All of you are being quite silly, of course. But hello everyone and welcome back to Are We There Who, where I was going to go ahead and have some fields cleared, some mills, started to be built. They aren't going to be milling for a little bit yet, and basically tend to our little village. And then I realized, oh wait, I haven't shared the memories with you guys yet. And I haven't even looked at the memories yet, so I'm pretty excited about this, even though apparently we can— ooh, pigs! Pigs! Oh my gosh, I haven't peeked too far ahead because I want to be surprised. Creative protection. Fruit orchards! Okay, we definitely need to work on some of the other things, even if it includes protest. Oh, and bunnies! Maybe the bunnies will help us through winter with bunny fruit and other things. And now apparently we can finally unlock snow of all things, which is quite interesting. But I thought about it and I realized if we're going to have weather events with snow coming in winter, no matter what we do, it could be a big problem for us if we end up not having the ability to move the snow. And it looks like I might be able to remember what a shovel is. Let's find out. Yep, snowplow. Memory retrieved. Snowplow. Someone had to go out on the coldest days to clear away the fresh snow, otherwise Pips would slip on ice with every step. Okay, good. So that is terraforming actually, and it will change the snowy terrain by getting it out of the way so we could see where we're going. Excellent. Ice cutting. I did not expect that. We used large knives to cut the ice into manageable blocks. The ice was hard as stone, but had to be careful not to get your tongue stuck to it. Oh my gosh. So I wonder what we would do with the ice though. Ooh, yes! We've remembered the advanced tools! We needed that! Some Pips never left their tools unattended, knowing full well that someone could steal them. They looked very nice indeed. I mean, especially if they look like they're made out of diamond. Huh. And then it looks like, yeah, okay, so the artisan needs that to make the clothes. Haha! I knew it was a good thing I'd forgotten to build the cloth maker until now. And then, ooh, ice house! Ice house! Wait, does that mean— once a day, a group of Pips decided to cover an entire house in ice as a prank. That's where the idea came from. That gives you cold domain for when you have heat events. Boom! That's really cool. I mean, quite literally really cool because, okay, look, I didn't mean to do that, but it is literally really cool. And it looks like if you have the ice, you can turn it into a ton of cold and plus 10 for each water maker within one. That's pretty awesome. And you have to have an ice Pip be in charge of it. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. And then you have little ice Pips. Not really Pips made of ice, unless of course they'd been stuck in their freezing huts for too long. And that counts as one of those fancy pantsy, like higher class, I don't want to say nobility, artisanal. I'm just gonna say artisanal because I feel like if I try to pronounce that word without going and finding my husband to go ahead and help me practice, it's very useful having a very skilled historian in the house. Basically, many people could probably pronounce it. It's French, all right? I failed French. But anyway, our artisan Pips would need to have that. We'd also be able to do ice maker. During the cold seasons, Pips found a way to turn water into ice. I never bothered to learn how it worked, it just worked. Okay, and so we could make ice. And I wonder if keeping ice in the ice house would be good, because maybe you make the ice while— oh! If you stockpile your ice, and you could also turn ice into bricks at the ice maker. What? Excuse me? Is that— you make ice bricks, I guess? And now we know about snowy terrain. Let's see. So it's resource malleus. Oh, that's because it will— it reduces the output of resources if it's snowy around them because it's hard for the Pips to get in and out. That makes sense. In my day, snow was not a welcome sight as it signaled the onset of winter and our darkest days. Oh dear. Then the ice. I still wonder how some pips manage to keep the ice from melting all summer, which could be useful in its own regard. That actually had a lot more and then some events going into it than I thought it would. And also makes me a little leery as 10 days before we're suddenly worrying about ice makers and all sorts of things. So does that mean I've unlocked... you may note, I don't think we've unlocked the ice maker. Well, we know ice cutting now, at least there's that much, but we definitely need to get the fancier food, like fooded, if we wish to go ahead and have the ice maker. Well, let's see. We're working on it because we're getting the stonemason's hut researched. That should be done soon. And after, oh, hey, here's the snowplow, thank goodness. And after we get the stonemason hut researched so we can start getting more stone, we were going to go ahead and I think start working on, was it construction? I have no idea how we ended up deciding stone makers were good. I think I needed it for other resources. I really should be getting the copper going. I think, oh boy. Now I'm kind of conflicted. Now I really feel like we need like copper mine going, but let's just finish up with the stone hut before I change my mind. Anyway, onwards. No idea if going onwards is a good idea or not, but here we are. Yay! Memory retrieved, a cobblestone. Yeah, look at that. We put the cobblestone down under our little house, or under our little town hall. Inst. That's really nice. Okay, and I think we're gonna be safe from the next bad omen, if I remember correctly. And, let's see. Yes, we have gained cobblestone. Excellent. And now we're scattering about. Okay, so how many days do we have left? 9. I think that's still worth getting some tomatoes in the ground for sure. Because they take about 5 days to grow. Oh, and we are out of the meat, it seems. And really, do we not have somebody doing any of the collecting of the chicken fruit? I think we do. We should be getting chicken fruit today, right? But it's not listed. Are we having chicken fruit supply issues? Huh. Okay, well, we'll check on that in just a second. Stonemason's hut is almost done, which is really good. What else could I be working on for food right now? We've got a lot of eggs coming in from our chimkins. We don't have a lot of tomatoes coming in. I think I could get away with at least one more harvest of tomatoes if I really pushed it. But I wonder if I'm better off spending my time like having people forage for berries because that would go faster. I think I might be. I think I might be a lot better off by having people like put down some foraging things and then just like, let's see, 2 berries a day versus that can get grown right away, but that's 6. Oof. Oh man. And then I could gather seeds though. All right, clearly we've got a bit going on. Oh yes, and then I was going to build another windmill right over here. And hopefully that'll get a boost once it grows too, because I mean, I have fields, right? Or do they need to be fully grown fields? Is that the secret that has been missing this whole time? Maybe. And it's interesting, we're not getting any feathers? We should be by the end of the day. That's odd. Huh. I don't like the look of that. I really don't. Let's see. We have people gathering seeds. All right, what are our next cataclysms? I'm feeling a little nervous about things. I might have somebody go and be at the altar just because I'm starting to get a little bit like, uh-oh, what's going on? And then I already have somebody gathering feathers there, apparently. Is something about to happen to my chickens? Because when I go ahead and have people work with the chickens, the feather collecting isn't happening and neither is gathering the chicken fruit. Concern. Much concern. But I have 4 other people. That could be a lot of seeds every day. And foraging is pretty cheap to put down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to have a bunch of people just drop the foraging spots. And then if I'm kind of twiddling my thumbs like this while I'm trying to figure out like who to put where and how to assign them, whoops, then we at least can have people gathering up herbs or seeds, especially because we have so many chickens that we need to feed, possibly through the whole winter. And let's try that out. I feel like I'm forgetting something quite obvious, but we'll worry about that when we worry about that, which might be sooner than later. Fly, my tomatoes, fly! Now, okay, so we built another large bonfire, which I think is going to be good against the cold domain as winter comes in. But I would really like some answers if... Let's see. Yay, stonemason's hut! Masons were secretive about their methods of clean-cutting stones, and I suspect they were hiding something even more sinister. Oh, all right, good. So we have that research to get more stone now. And where would be a good place to put it? I don't think we have anywhere just yet that is just like surrounded by stones. So honestly, I think maybe just keeping it like over here might be a good idea. And we can go ahead and upgrade it. Ooh, and we need to train somebody to become a miller. Fun, no one's available, whoops. That's what I get for having assigned everyone to doing things. Okay, now we're getting our feathers back. I have no idea. Maybe the chickens just needed a day to rest, perhaps. And you guys don't need to be gathering the hemp. If you're going to gather anything, let it be seeds, I think. Let's see, because each seed can turn into one egg in the future when it comes to winter and our chickens. Because each chicken eats one seed a day. And each chicken produces one egg a day. Pretty darn sure. Yep, look at that. So yeah, I think we're better off getting seeds than berries in the long run. And we're also better off with having a paint seagull possibly come on down and become one of our very first millers. Dun 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 dun. So that we can start dreaming of the day where we just might be able to enjoy some fresh baked bread. Let's see, and we've got plenty of heat protection for now, so Shelby, I might take you off of that. And thank you very much, Rima. I am a little nervous about the cataclysm coming up, so good to make sure we have plenty of the protection from nature. But, stonemason! Let's go ahead and we can upgrade this guy right here. Excellent. Yeah, that actually isn't quite a big upgrade either. Shelby, if you could get on that. And then we do have another stonemason down here. Julia, hi! You know, Julia, I think you have been just happily like picking up stones for a very long time now. Also, I guess you need to keep picking them up, sorry. We don't have enough stones to be able to upgrade your spot either. Okay, good, excellent, excellent. And apparently I still have 4 free pips, so lovely. I'll go ahead and make sure that that is gathering seeds too. I like how the forging spots will actually stay whatever specific thing you requested them to be, because that's very useful. And we'll have a couple people like doing a little bit of roasting up here. And then I think all of our fields, aha! We have a tomato field that needs tomated. Excellent. Oh gosh, I love this. It's just so fun. Traveling time, thank you for taking that over. And my thinkers need to think about something else. So let's have the copper mine started, because I'm gonna really need some progress on that if we're going to be able to go ahead and actually like get some other important things made. The bakery, we don't have any flour for yet, so I'm okay with waiting on that. And I really need the cauldron, I think, to be able to start actually making some decent food. And cauldron needs copper ore. So, and we also don't need to get the hut researched and build larger houses until we can feed everyone, I think. So we'll carry on with that. And the great barbecue actually would give you 2 equals 5. How much is our normal barbecue giving us? 1 equals 4? To be honest, I kind of like that. Like, why is the great barbecue better? +5 if a dwelling is within 2? Oh, yeah, that makes it pretty good. Just saying. Carry on, my wonderful little piplings. Oh, yay, we're gonna have a first miller. Oh, I can almost taste the bread. It probably tastes like the waffles that I still am waiting for my husband to wake up so I can go eat. Nom. All right, everything. Wait, why was somebody? Okay, why is somebody talking about fire over there? What you doing, Ren? Oop, here we go. Wait. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Ah, this is when we get the omen for the cataclysm, not the cataclysm itself. Whoops. A building is burning. Cataclysm threat increases permanently by 1. Ah. Suddenly I remember we were going to, you know, update the wells. Building conditions. Buildings may be affected by conditions like burning. I see. In my days, summers were very hot. In fact, the smell of burning huts usually announced the arrival of the hot season. So, burning is cured by 2 water. It lasts forever. It can expand to its neighbors. Damage caused each turn. Nobody can work there or live there because, you know, things are burning. And it adds +2 heat a day for the heat domain to possibly cause some issues. After an event, buildings can sometimes be affected by a condition. These conditions can cause damage, block production, and spread to other buildings. Check the Agepedia when you encounter a new one. And curing the conditions. When a building is in a condition, a special action can be used to fix the problem. All right. Yeah, like, so is the burning spark supposed to be the good result of the nature cataclysm? Or is that just like the start of the nature cataclysm? Well, I think clearly this is going to need a little bit of assistance. So use this building to clear the wet alignment on a pip. What if we just want, yeah, maybe we'll just cure the whole burning thing. Thanks for that, nature lover. I really appreciate you getting on that so quickly. Like, your assistance is really valuable there. And on the whole burning thing, so does that mean, okay, so we have taken care of again, remember guys, we're only on 3 out of 8. I know it seems really easy so far, but like 3 out of 8. So we've taken care of that just in time, because guess what? The next event is going to be tied to the cold domain, and then a large cataclysm, not just a little one like the ones that are over here, but a much bigger one, not apocalyptic at least, is actually going to be tied to the cataclysm events, and then sickness as well. That's actually coming up pretty quick. So, you know what, Rima? I might just, Rima, wait a moment. Rima, my dear, I never renamed you. Or did I? I could have sworn I renamed you to Luna Melts. Do we have Luna Melts about? Hang on here. Now I am beginning to worry that my memory is... No, there's Luna Melts. All right, we have a new baby that I just completely forgot to name. Rima, you're actually the person who moved in, aren't you? Oh, that's right. Well, Rima, let's go ahead and you're going to be Megan instead. Megan, thank you for being one of the patrons who makes it possible for me to eat waffles. And also, thank you for... What job are you doing now, right now, Rima? Or now, you're Megan? Where on earth are you? Like, over here, over here, over here, over here? Nope. Huh. Oh, that's right. Sorry, you're the one taking care of turning our little tomatoes into offerings for the flower fairies, I suppose. Excellent. Not excellent. Let's put this fire out. You know, probably should do that. Oh, I love seeing how many seeds we're gathering. Yay! And the stonemason's upgrade is complete. Is the fire put out yet? Yes! The large bonfire is no longer burning! You're a hero, Makuna Bunny. Excellent. You and Nature Lover, I think, worked together on that because it needed 2 buckets. Which, in my mind, implies 2 people. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I can't move. You know what this means. The chickens are sleeping. And the copper mine is coppered. Mines were built wherever metal was plentiful, regardless of whether the terrain was hard enough. Needless to say, many miners buried themselves in their greed. Oh dear. Susceptible to crumbling. Maybe I won't put that really close to our houses, just saying. And buildable terrains. Some buildings cannot be built on flat terrain. For example, mines can only be built on rocks. If you discover such a building, then we need to build it on the correct terrain. Imagine that. Like this one right over here. I think that one's gonna be okay. It's got like a great ore vein, if I recall correctly, because we had a really good blessing, like a boon, that's what they're called. We also have an ore vein over here with a big old mountain, and one over here. And I think you want them next to stone areas, if I remember correctly. There we go! Furnace! Yes, we need that desperately. Let's see, requires one mining area around it and it attracts explosions. Maybe I actually will build out on that more remote mine, never mind. Or never mind, you might say. Oh dear. I once used one of the furnaces to hide some of my belongings from thieves. It was not my best idea. Oh my gosh. All right, well, we need to go ahead and work on that. Oh, the toolsmith. The best toolmakers were very sophisticated laborers, where each oddly shaped tool had a very specific purpose. They used each of them at most once a year, but kept them in reach just in case. All right, so then we need to have metal makers near there. So, wow. Oh my gosh, and that gives us a smith. They were specialized in hitting things with their hammers all day long and withstanding the heat. I would not argue with one if I were you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so we need a mine, and then the furnace needs to be near the mine, and that will produce the metal. And if we want the tool makers to make the specialized tools that we might need for other things, they need to be next to the metal. Remember my idea about just like building it right here? Never mind. Or mine, huh? Clearly, oh dear, I need somebody. Nature lover, could you become maybe the miner for me? I know it's not exactly a very nature-y lovey job, but somebody needs to do it. Maybe you can appreciate the view from the top of the mountains at least. And speaking of the view from the top of the mountains, I think I might need to go ahead and like put the mine kind of like over here, because holy moly, like you need a lot of room for all of the stuff that we just poked. Because copper mine, okay, so it would go right here. And that would give us 4 copper a day and 3 cataclysm a day, I think. Is that how that works? Because if so, Megan, you're about to become like a priestess or something. Just perhaps. In fact, where's our community? Or where's our growth? Where's our education? There we go. I think we might research that large altar. Just as it seems we shall be about to anger the gods of the earth and possibly make them bring cataclysms down upon our heads. Seems like a good idea to maybe take care of that. Also seems like a good idea to maybe gather up all of these lovely, lovely tomatoes before we run out of them. And we could squeeze in one last tomato harvest. I don't know if the seeds are going to be available through foraging during the winter. Kind of nervous about that. And is our miller's almost trained. Other mill is almost built. We've got a bit of water right now. And we're just barely getting ahead of the okay, you know what? I'm gonna have somebody plant one more thing of tomatoes because we can get one more harvest in. And Nether Hearts, I'm getting nervous. We need to now give tomatoes to like the fairy goddess or whoever, so that hopefully we won't have our like entire mine blow up and crash down on our heads. Fly, tomatoes! Oh my goodness. I think this is gonna be really cool to see. Oh, Paint Seagull is now a miller! Congratulations! New tomato field, new windmill. Ah! And I suppose I could start having people put down the basics to get started for the bakery, which sounds delicious still. Okay, are we doing good? Maybe not. I feel it in my bones. The next season is coming upon us. Get ready for it. Uh-oh. The cold domain is going to be coming. The large altar is researched. The larger altars would surely make the forces of nature happier, with more room to place offerings. Yay! +2 if woods is within 1. Nice. And scatter about all my little ones. Okay. Okay. Might be about to anger the gods of the earth. Also need to be aware that like winter is going to be coming and I might need to get some heat domain started up. I think we have some sickness that's going to be afoot as well, so I probably, might be a little overdue. The Great Altar. Larger altars were carefully placed around the village. The larger size had no practical purpose, but they looked more majestic, which was enough for most pips. Hey, and we could have an herbalist there, and they would actually give us a whole bunch of nature in exchange for our tomatoes, of course. I think we might just have to research that pretty soon. An herbalist. They knew all the different effects of the strange herbs that grew around the village and could make medicines and poisons alike. The difference was only in the amount of anger they felt at the moment. Oh dear. And we need to have specialized tools for them. So, quite a bit going on all of a sudden, huh? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe once again attempt to kind of sort through all of these shenanigans to make sense of where we might be making some sense pretty soon. And then hopefully keep everybody alive. Oh dear, somebody needs to be harvesting that puppy too. Keep everybody alive as we begin to enter winter. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.